action. Let's get started in Cleveland, where South Carolina won their third national championship yesterday, taking down Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes. The win completes a perfect season for head coach Dawn Staley and the Gamecocks. But the big winner was women's college basketball, and it showed in the TV ratings, I might add. The Elite Eight matchup between LSU and Iowa set a women's NCAA hoops ratings record with 12.3 million viewers, peaking at 16 million, by the way, over one period. The Final Four matchup between UConn and Iowa broke that record with 14.2 million viewers, and the numbers are not yet in as to what the national title game numbers are. So now, Caitlin Clark is set to take her game to the WNBA, where the light shine brightest when it comes to women's basketball. So take a listen to what the one and only Diana Taurasi had to say about what's waiting for Caitlin Clark and others getting ready for the WNBA draft next week.
Right? When the college guys come out, they're waiting for them. I mean, Camilla's coming, Caitlin's coming. There's more than just that are coming. What will the league have in store for them when they get there?
Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
You know, there's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where, you know, you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time. Not saying that's not going to translate, because when you're great at what you do, you're just going to get better. But there is going to be a transition period where you're going to have to give yourself some grace as a rookie, and, you know, it might take a little bit longer for some people.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand who you were just listening to. You were just listening to one of the most highly competitive women you've ever laid eyes on. Her name is Diana Taurasi. She was a three-time champion in college. She's a three-time WNBA champion, obviously a gold medalist. The woman is one of the most accomplished stars in the history of women's basketball. And the first words out of her mouth about Caitlin Clark is basically, there's levels to this. Okay? And what you're seeing her do against 18 and 19-year-olds in college is grown women waiting for her, and she'd better be ready. Now, let me say this about Caitlin Clark. Oh, I expect she'll be ready. If you remember, I had said before her game against UConn on Friday night, I expected them to beat UConn, even though I thought that although the call wasn't necessarily wrong, that an official making a call with 3.9 seconds left in a game of that ilk really disturbed me. The bottom line is, when you went to the national championship game against South Carolina, Caitlin Clark was going to need to drop 50 in order to beat South Carolina. And you know something? In the first quarter, when she dropped 18 points, I said, oh my damn, she gonna drop 50. That's how special that girl is. Now, she finished with 30. She was held to 12 points on 5 for 20 shooting the rest of the way, and we understand that. But Caitlin Clark is absolutely phenomenal. And when you talk about the GOATs of the game, she's certainly in consideration to be one of them. The difference is unlike Cheryl Swoops, unlike Diana Taurasi, unlike Cheryl Miller, unlike Breanna Stewart, unlike these wonderful, marvelous women that have played in women's college basketball, they all walked away with championships. She didn't. I didn't even bring up Maya Moore, and so many others, Shamika Holdsclaw and others. She doesn't have a championship, so that's going to be a blemish when you talk about somebody being the GOAT in the history of anything. If you don't have a single championship to show for it, you don't get those kind of accolades and laudables associated with your name. But in the end, what Caitlin Clark has done for women's basketball can't be measured. She put it on her shoulders. She uplifted it. She helped generate an audience women's basketball had never seen. And when you have that kind of stuff on your resume, that goes a long way. So it's to be respected. And rather than people hating on her, and I'm not saying Diana Taurasi was doing that, because I don't have any problem at all. All she's saying is that we're going to be waiting for her, and it ain't going to be some cakewalk. She's going to have to come in here and compete with us just like she competes against other people. We are not college athletes. We are on the pro level. We're the creme de la creme. I respect that. But in the same breath, please understand and keep a watchful eye on how the ladies treat her, because they may compete against her. But if she is that girl, and she's going to be that special for the Indiana Fever when she's the #1 overall pick in a couple of weeks, if she's going to do that, please understand, everybody benefits. Everybody benefits. Magic Johnson used to say that to the Lakers. I understand that I'm the Magic Man and I'm making all of these commercials, but when we win, all of us are going to benefit. And he wasn't lying. Neither was Bird. Neither was Michael Jordan. Neither was a host of other individuals. When you win and you're successful, you are not the only one who reaps the benefits from that. And I think these ladies are smart enough to know that, and they will embrace Caitlin Clark, even while trying to beat her down. Because if she's great, she'll be able to handle it on the basketball court. And off the court, she will uplift the sport and everybody will enjoy the fruits of her labor and then some.